Okay. Hey, this is Morgan Snyder, and I wanted to present my presentation. So it is called Learning About Students' Home Visit and Community Walk. So here's the front page. My introduction. It says Wagner Creek, Texarkana, Texas. The grade level is kindergarten, and the school focus is Leader in Me. So at Wagner, that's where I student teach, they have a Leader in Me program, which there are 7 different habits. For example, like being proactive, so being responsible for yourself, having the end in mind, like having a plan, sharpen the saw, synergize, which means working together. They have all these different leadership habits that kind of curate the school and what they want for the school. So every morning we have a Leader in Me presentation that we go through, and it helps the kids, even with kindergarten, even that young, start thinking about being a leader. Okay, it says why learning about students matters. It says learning about our students helps us build relationships and trust. It allows teachers to connect to lessons, to students' real life and cultures, because, I think a lot of time when people are teaching, they will just, if it is a scripted lesson, sometimes, even I can do it. You want to just like read exactly what it says, but you want to be able to differentiate it and make it personal to each student, such as their cultures or something that happened at home or something that's a real life example to make it more relatable and more interesting for the students. So when teachers know their students' families and communities, instruction becomes more meaningful. It sticks more when it's personal and relatable. We can't teach students effectively until we know who they are. I think building relationships is one of the biggest things in the teaching profession. It says connect to habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, listening before teaching. So getting to know your students. It says about Wagner Creek Elementary. It says Wagner Creek Elementary is a public school located in Texarkana, Texas, serving students in pre-K through 5th grade. It is part of the Texarkana Independent School District and is known for its strong commitment to student success. So the highlights is welcoming and a safe environment. It's highly qualified and caring teachers, focus on foundational literacy and math skills, emphasis on character education and positive behavior, which is like the example of Leader in Me, because the pre-K through 5th graders all start doing the Leader in Me and have jobs throughout the schools to be leaders, which it could be helping out in different ways, just to promote a community. So right here is the ratings overall summary of Wagner Creek. It has the star performance, which component score is 57. It has the scaled score, which is an 87, 86, which says it's a B. And this is for 2022. I could not find the most recent, but I do know that the school is now classed at a C level, not a B level, because this was a 2022 accountability ratings overall summary. It says identification of schools for improvement. It says this campus is not identified for comprehensive support and improvement. Yeah, but I do know that it is at a level C right now for the score rating. Okay, community walk overview. During the community walk, we explore the neighborhood surrounding Wagner Creek. We noticed the area includes a mix of family homes, small businesses, churches, and actively support local schools. My observations were a safe, family-centered environment, visible pride in the school community, strong community partnerships, and engagement. So I know that one time when I was there, we did I don't know what they called it, but it was they were focusing on recycling as a Leader in Me program, and like the whole school was doing this project. It was for place-based education, and one of our activities, we went down to the Wagner Creek Bridge, where like the actual Wagner Creek is, and we tried to pick up trash and recycle things and clean it up. So that just reminded me of the community walk that we did that one time. Home visit data. The home visit provided valuable insight into how families support learning beyond the classroom. Parents expressed a strong commitment to helping their children succeed and valued the relationship between home and school. Themes identified. Families encourage reading at home. Parents appreciate communication from teachers. Family routines often include learning moments through conversation, chores, and play. So I know at Wagner that there's not a lot of homework involved with the lower grades. I just know that reading is super important, or practicing your math. There's a few different things, but to encourage family involvement. And I know that there's a lot of chances for the parents to be involved. They have a VIPS program, which is very important. Parents, they have a bunch of different types of programs to help the families get involved. It says ladder of inference. Using the ladder of inference, we analyzed how our observations and assumptions from the community and home visit. Number one, observational data. Parents volunteer, which I just talked about, at events, and teachers greet families by name. Selected data, noted strong relationships and consistent communication. Meaning added, this suggests trust and mutual respect between schools and families. Assumptions, families value education and see teachers as partners. Conclusion, community engagement strengthens students' confidence in learning. Beliefs, actions, as educators, we should maintain open communication and family partnerships. Again, because, you want students to know that you and the parents are on the same page. And that's what, with the younger ones, at least, that I have experience with. Like during parent conferences, I really liked when the kids were there so that they could see the parent and the teacher interacting, because I think that shows that it's not a separate thing. And I like to be on the same page when it comes to knowing the student's strengths and weaknesses and knowing, what we can do to benefit the child. It says the CCW model, Community Cultural Wealth. I analyzed our findings using the Community Cultural Wealth framework. This model highlights the valuable forms of capital that families and communities bring to education. The forms of wealth observed at Wagner Creek. Families express high hope for their children's future. Strong family bonds and support systems. Social capital, collaboration between parents, teachers, and church groups. Linguistic capital, students share diverse ways of expressing ideas and stories. Navigational capital, parents know how to access school and community resources. Resistant capital, families advocate for equitable opportunities and inclusion. Key insights: relationships between school and home build trust and motivate students. Teachers know their students' background, can connect the lessons to real-life experiences. Community and family involvement strengthens students' engagement and confidence, which I really like how it says, or how I put that, it says confidence, because I think that, especially again with the younger kids, confidence is a learned thing. I mean, not everybody just gets up and is, super confident, and I think being comfortable makes you more confident. So again, knowing that the parents and teachers are on the same team and feeling comfortable at that school can help to make the students more confident and, want to learn more. This is the STAR participation at Wagner Creek. This shows who the assessment participant included in accountability, reading, math, science. It shows that the state 1% was absent, district 2%, campus 0%. It just has different percentages on there. Make sure that's everything real quick. Okay, that was not everything. Just a second. It says take action, educational considerations. As future educators, we can use these insights to improve teaching and learning. Our goal is to create lessons that reflect students' cultural strengths and community values. Educational considerations. Connect classroom topics to real-world examples from students' communities. Provide opportunities for families to participate in learning, and use stories and visuals that reflect the students' lives. So again, so it says take action, a mini lesson. It says grade level kindergarten. The content area is reading and phonological awareness. So this would be like an example of something they could do to get involved in the community. It says the TEK is K.2a. Demonstrate phonological awareness by identifying and producing rhyming words. Mini lesson idea, community rhymes. So with, again, kindergarten, the students would brainstorm words about their community. For example, school, park, home, any word that they can think of that makes them think about you. We would have to go over what a community is, honestly, but we would go over what a community is, and let's say we were building on the lesson, and then we could make some rhyming words about a community. The teachers help students create rhyming pairs, school, tool, park, mark. Students draw pictures showing something from their community that rhymes. The goal is to connect literacy to the students' real lives. And there's so many things that you could do. Again, I like that Wagner has play-based education because we did all kinds of things. Like one day we had a farmer come, and it was for the kindergarten and first grade. And we have designated time every week on Tuesdays. There's about a 30-minute period that is for play-based education. And the farmer came and he let them try all kinds of different vegetables, told them how they grow, like a whole thing. And it was just such a good learning experience. And we've done that with a lot of different things. We've done that with a lady who grew fig. I know that the first grade had the community helpers come, like firefighters, police. We've had a lot of different things that kind of correlate back into the leader in me, and learning through experiences, if that makes any sense, and knowing, who works in their community around them. As future educators, we can use these insights to improve teaching and learning. Our goal is to create lessons that reflect students' cultural strengths and community values. Educational considerations: connect classroom topics to real-world examples from students' communities. Provide opportunities for family participation in learning. Use stories and visuals that reflect students' lives. Okay, I already read that, I'm sorry. And the reflection is: visiting Wagner Creek Elementary and exploring the surrounding community helped us understand how important it is to see families as partners in education. We learned that strong relationships, open communication, and respect for cultural wealth lead to more meaningful teaching experiences. That's my last slide, and that is pretty much it. Conclusion: Wagner Creek Elementary demonstrates the power of community-based education by recognizing families as valuable contributors and connecting classroom content to community life. Educators can create learning environments where every student feels seen, valued, and capable of success.